Siyabonga. Thank you very much. Close the door. Greetings once more. Today I want to talk about what is happening in Zimbabwe. As you can see, there's a picture of the president of Zimbabwe, the one who lost the elections, Mnangagwa. This guy is now leading a mafia in Zimbabwe. He's not the elected leader of Zimbabwe, but is ruling by force. And then on his left, you can see there's a gentleman. If it's very visible, I'll try to read. But if you can't see, don't worry, I'll read for you. It's written, prophetic message for Zimbabwe, Harare revival. This guy is called Pastor Ian Ndlovu. So I want to talk about this guy Ian Ndlovu and Mnangagwa today. You see, I've loaded a video, if you go online, which explains what is happening about the spirit of the Antichrist, about bootlickers, about false prophets and leaders of the world. So now I will show you exactly what is happening in Zimbabwe concerning this gentleman and the ruling party. So what I will do, I will play this video and then listen to what he says. And then I'm going to comment on what he will be saying. Let's go.
Let us close our eyes for one more time before I do the prayer.
Okay, you can see.
One more time. Let us close our eyes. Holy Spirit, may you search Jesus' mighty name. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We thank you.
Watch out.
Thank you, Holy Spirit.
Open your eyes and listen.
Thank you, Holy Spirit.
Look at where he is looking. Just look at where he is looking. Something is going to be happening. And then the guy with a microphone, a spare microphone, is running to a lady. There is the woman. She's supposed to be speaking tongues. These are not tongues. This is a fake language. Listen. Okay, I will hold it there. What the woman is saying, she is saying, I have loved Zimbabwe from the beginning. What a joke. She is even mocking the people of Zimbabwe. She says, I have loved, what a nation. Can a normal person who knows what is happening in Zimbabwe take this serious? The potholes, the hunger, the police and the soldier brutality. And she comes, she has the courtesy to say, I have loved Zimbabwe from God. What God allows such suffering in a country? So now, what I want you to know is that the woman you saw or you heard saying those words is part of the leadership of this man's church. So this is a well-rehearsed thing. Listen to what she says. This is not tongues. These are not tongues. Don't be fooled. This is a demonic language.
Let them join hands in peace and unity. What a nation! What a nation! Mama.
Okay. Do you know what she said? She said, what a nation of Zimbabwe. What a nation. Let them join hands in unity. Who are them? The political leaders of Zimbabwe. So do you know what this guy Ian Ndlovu is doing behind the door, behind the scenes? He is in touch with the leader of Zimbabwe who lost the elections. So now this is the guy who is behind all spiritual things which are happening in the government of Zanu PF. So now, I want to tell you something. There are many of these pastors who are bootlicking from Mnangagwa. But now he is using this one because this one goes to both ends, Ndebele and Shona. So now you heard the woman. You know what she said? She said, let them join hands in unity. She knows exactly what is happening. She wants people of Zimbabwe to think that when a government of national unity comes, it came as a result of prophecy from God. And exactly the same trap which the people of Zimbabwe are being done by these false prophets. So now look at this. Let it play. Listen to the interpretation. Listen.
We hear from the Spirit of God.
You will hear from the Spirit of God.
Aspect of unity.
Let me interrupt you. Sorry, people of God. This is not the Spirit of God. This is a satanic, manipulated, demonic venture which is being done by this woman and this false prophet and Zanu PF. This is not the Spirit of God. Never buy the lie that was from the Spirit of God. Ian Ndlovu, this woman and Zanu PF, they are playing with our minds. This is not the Spirit of God. God is a God of justice. What Ian Ndlovu is so detached away from is something which is called justice. There is no shortage of laws in Zimbabwe except one law. And do you know what that law is? To obey the laws which are already there. If this man Ian Ndlovu was serious, and if Zanu PF they were serious, Mnangagwa could be gone. But you see, they create problems and impossibilities which come from manipulating and deceiving people. Lalela Ndlovu, we can't be held at ransom by your love of money and your deception being used by Zanu PF. This is not the Spirit of God. This man is getting money from Zanu PF. You see, beware of this flag carrying Zimbabwean plasters. You know, let me just tell you the history of that flag. I told you the other year, before I even go to Ivan Mawarire, let me just show you something. The flag was a result of a pastor called Tudor Bismarck. He used to come to London, KICC, preach holding that flag. So this flag and these manipulators comes from a long way. So now, as you heard, the woman, the men, they are advocating for a government of national unity. Let's go on.
That's what God wants us to do.
Do you hear that?
Unity.
Unity.
Look at your neighbor and say, God wants us to unite, so that He releases a blessing. It won't be resisted. They can fight even in court, but eventually they will unite.
Did you hear that? So where is this guy going? Let me try to address reality. People of Zimbabwe, reality is that Zanu PF lost the elections. They must just hand over power and leave the country to the rightful people who were chosen by the people of Zimbabwe. But now, where do I enter? Am I entering on the basis of politics? No. My entry into this whole scenario, into all this saga, is because of false prophets. If Mnangagwa had rigged the elections and had not involved these false men of God, I wouldn't care. I would care in the context that I want my country to be okay. But the fact that they are using these people called pastors, that's where I come to. That's where I enter into the equation. So now you heard him saying, we want a united government. Do you know the next thing he's going to be saying? He's going to be saying, God showed him that there is going to be a unity government, whereas it's the thing which he already sublimely has discussed with his RPF. So now, when it comes into the open, people think it's prophecy by Ian Ndlovu, whereas it's something which was cooked. What in Kulme is in the way? Yabona Chon, Yabona Ian Ndlovu. We are so mobile. Why do you want to make the people of Zimbabwe foolish? Because by the way you love money, you know what that money is called, Ndlovu? It's called filthy lucre. You are selling justice. You are selling truth. You are selling reality to Zanu PF because of your love of money. What is hard with the Zanu PF handing over power to the people of Zimbabwe? And you are supporting a corrupt, an evil, a system which has caused millions of people to leave Zimbabwe. And you are there and you are getting money from Zanu PF and you are deceiving the people of Zimbabwe, and all because of the love of money. I don't really get it. What these guys the way they are so greedy. Listen to what he's going to say.
How many people believe that the voice of disunity is smaller than the voice of unity?
Listen, he is now talking about unity. If you go to the other video he released, I think there's the latest video he released, he was saying God is now showing him that there's going to be a government of national unity in Zimbabwe. Exactly the thing which he has discussed. You know why Mnangagwa is telling him to say that? He knows that investors are not going to come into the country. And you know, he released another prophecy where he says postponement. Exactly the way these people work. The person who started with all this was Hutaunashe. In the early 80s, when we were sleeping, when we didn't know what was happening, when he was dealing with Mugabe, he had all the information which was happening in the government. And when he came with it to the church or to the people in the open, he said, it's prophecy. When he had inside information about what is happening. Let me tell you about Ian Ndlovu. A gentleman wrote me a note from this gentleman's church, and he says, if you hear everything Ian Ndlovu is talking about unity, about government of national unity, about this, it's something which already has been discussed by the hierarchy of the Zanu PF government. He is a spokesman for what the government or for what the corrupt regime want people to believe. So when you hear him say that, that's a note I received on Sunday morning from somebody who goes to this gentleman's church. Yes, he told me that the reason you hear him saying that, he is already in talks with these people and he knows exactly what is happening. When he comes to you and me, he comes as if it's a prophetic word from God, when it's a well-planned thing. You saw the woman, you saw him. This is not church. This is a Zanu PF spiritual headquarters. Everything about Zanu PF and spirituality is being played by this guy. And you know how clever Mnangagwa is? He is using Ndebele guy so that he can appease for the Kukura Hundi victims. And the people are clapping hands. They don't even see that this is not church. This is a cult which is playing with people's minds. Ian Ndlovu, we are nyanyisa. You are not even representing God. Whatever you are doing, that's not from the Spirit of God. And I challenge you, I tell you that you are fake and you are not going to do anything to me because I know all your tricks. You are deceiving the people of Zimbabwe. Let's go on.
That the voice of God is more powerful than the voice of the devil.
There is no voice of God in that. That's not true.
Thank you for your voice. We thank you for the prophetic message.
That's not a prophetic message. It's a trick.
That you have loved this nation.
Listen, people of God. Zimbabwe is suffering because of these people. And they are so detached from reality. Zimbabwe is prospering. God loves Zimbabwe. With all the suffering and the people leaving the country, what love is there? Why? Because of his love for the money which he gets from Zanu PF. So my message to you, brothers and sisters, don't believe these guys. These guys are con men. You hear anything about a pastor and a prophet in Zimbabwe, don't take it serious. These boys are after money. By now, some of you can see what I'm trying to portray, what I'm trying to present to you. Let's play on.
I sense a strong anointing.
There is no anointing. Don't be deceived. There's demonic anointing.
It means a lot.
The anointing where soldiers shoot innocent people. That's the anointing he's talking about. The anointing where about 5-6 million people have left the country. That's the anointing he's talking about. Where our brothers and sisters are suffering in Mozambique, are suffering in South Africa, in Malawi, in Canada, in UK, Scotland, every part of the globe, but people are suffering, and he is sensing an anointing. I'm sorry I cut this whole thing, but next time I will continue from there. I don't want to waste your time. All I want to show you is that this guy is a deceiver. There is no anointing. There is money and deception. So watch out for Ian Ndlovu. Bantu basema tebeleland, kapelani isela leli, lisela. He's deceiving you and stealing from you. You know, when you go to his church, he calls people one by one and he says, I'm going to prophesy about your life. And he will be lying to them. Who can someone stand up and tell me what they have received ever? They were prophesied by this guy. You know why? He is recruiting people for his church so that he can get offerings besides the money he's getting from Zanu. Because these guys, mark my word, they are never satisfied. Money will never satisfy them. They want more and more and more and more. Why? At the end, he wants to even to have a jet. That is his aim, to get a lot of money. So don't be deceived. Thank you.